This is Ricky Walters, your mortgage wise guy,
He's the mortgage wise guy, wise guy.
and this is the market update for June 16th, 2025. Last week was all about inflation. Great picture of inflation right here, which is too many dollars chasing too few goods. But what is inflation and why is it having such an impact on mortgage rates as directly as it does? Well, inflation erodes the fixed future return of treasuries and mortgage-backed securities. And 10-year treasury, the benchmark, and mortgage-backed securities, that's what affect lenders' rates that they give daily to mortgage brokers like myself and banks. So the Fed also the Fed's reserves rate policy is heavily influenced by it. So what happened? Well, we got consumer price index last Wednesday, and as you can see, it was pretty small. We only got 0.13 for the month, which is very good. And you can see right here that the monthly effect was only 0.13 and the year effect 2.79, which was lower than anticipated. Basically stayed the same, but the market was expecting higher than that. And the shelter component, which it makes up almost 45% of the core, is what's keeping inflation from being shown as already at the Fed's target. What do I mean by that? They're measuring backwards the cost of rents, looking back and averaging it for the past year instead of looking at it in real time. If they did, they would see the CPI without the shelter lag being below the Fed's target of 2%. All right, these are the run rates. You can see that they've been coming down in the most recent months, and the Fed's happy about that. Then we got producer price index, which is wholesale inflation, on the next day, on Thursday of last week. It also showed a lot of improvement, and everyone was happy with what that showed as well. Well, what happened on Friday is what kind of turned us in a negative way. We were seeing great progress towards getting rates down to the mid sixes in Wednesday and Thursday. And then the Iran Israel conflict caused people to be spooked. Why is that? Because you could see here, you could see here that the cost of oil went up, spiked up because of the attack of Israel on Iran. And obviously, the cost of oil and fuel affects everything and can affect inflation in big negative ways. So we lost all the progress we made on Friday. Fortunately, here today, Monday, it's kind of stabilized and hasn't gone up too much today. But we need this conflict to end in the next week or two for oil to come back down and inflation numbers to continue to be where we want them to be for interest rates to come back down. This is Ricky Walters, your mortgage wise guy. Have a great week.
He's the mortgage wise guy, wise guy.
Okay, stop.